And it's great, as you can see, guys, here. Let's give it just a little bit of a, yeah, on sport mode it goes. So it's got a really nice torque, and you can just hear that V8. Yeah, it's really got plenty of power for every day. It goes pretty. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Peter's AutoVlog. If it's your first time here, I want to welcome you to the channel. In today's video, we're going to get behind the wheel of this 2022 Ford F-150 King Ranch. And before we go on, guys, I want to give a big shout out to Bartow Ford for allowing me some time with this F-150. Very grateful to them for allowing me to hand me the keys and get to review and drive and test drive this model for you. Now, it's not very often that you see King Ranches here at or any, in particular, any Ford lot right now, because obviously with everything that's been going on with chip shortages, all kinds of part shortages, it's kind of not easy to find a higher end model of F-150 in any basically any dealer's lots. Now this one that came in, guys, here I wanted to do a quick video on this one because obviously this one that came in, it was a King Ranch. I always discuss some special features that I kind of not seen before in an F-150 King Ranch. Obviously these are known to become most fully loaded models with 4x4 sunroof, basically the 3.5 liter EcoBoost hybrid engine on it or something like that. But this one here that we have with us in front of us is actually powered by the 5 liter V8, and it's only a 4x2, so it's kind of unique, and it's got no sunroof as well. So this was specially ordered by a client that obviously did not take delivery, but we got not but fortunate that we have the chance to get behind the wheel and just kind of give a quick review of this F-150 King Ranch. This basically generation of F-150 got redesigned for 2021, so it's got really unique features. I really love the Ford has already done a really good job of the looks of this F-150. Really nice. Now this F-150 King Ranch that we have with us, you can see it's got a lot of chrome. This one's got the King Ranch chrome package, as you can see. We've got the 20-inch wheels wrapped around some Goodyear Territory tires, 275 millimeter tires all around. I like the chrome wheels, not my favorite, but it doesn't look too bad. Now coming up here to the front, as you can see, we got all kinds of chrome here on the front bumpers, on the grille as well, but we still got that unique King Ranch logo color here for the front of the grille, so it's really cool. Of course, we got LED headlights, LED fog lights, all the good stuff of the lighting here with all daytime running lights as well. I really love the way this hood is shaped. It's got really unique features to it. I just really nice job of what Ford has done to the design of this generation of F-150. Now coming around, guys, here, of course, this one is finished off in Antimatter blue, which is an awesome color. I think it's one of the best colors that Ford has for the F-150. It's really cool, really kind of dark blue color, which is really looks great on this F-150s. But you can see, guys, really cool the way that is. Now usually F-150 King Ranches are in two-tone. This one just got a single-tone paint. Obviously I kind of seen the two-tone paint, which looks really nice, but it doesn't look bad at all, especially in this Antimatter blue. It does it really well. So as you can see, guys, we got the chrome wheels. So we also got a chrome badge here, King Ranch badge. As you can see, we got the logo here for the King Ranch in Kingsville, Texas, which is basically where those logos of that running I feel like some running water or some running R. That's kind of, I'll put that information, guys, for you up on the screen, but it's kind of unique. Basically a very unique history and heritage of what the King Ranch models are. So as you can see, guys, I really love the way this F-150 is. Of course, this is a crew cab. Of course, we got the 5.5 foot bed here, and looks really good. Of course, coming around here, guys, you can see some more of the unique plates of this King Ranch. Of course, you got the big King Ranch logo here in the back, done in aluminum, put against the Antimatter blue, which is really cool. Of course, we got some more chrome here on the bottom of the bumper. That's just part of this chrome package. As you can see, of course, already got the tow package ready on this one here. Just coming up here, guys, of course, we got a backup camera and a light as well. Now this model that we have here, of course, of an F-150, does come loaded as well with the automatic. We got open and start, we got remote start, and we don't have also basically automatic hatch or back door opening of this bed. As you can see, guys, it goes down automatically as well, which is a really cool feature. Now this one does have also, of course, for basically your bed, all the stuff here. This is kind of your bed. I forgot the board bench. As you can see, you got all kinds of basically numbers and rulers that you can use. Of course, you can put here your drink and the phone here as well. All kinds of unique feature. And of course, we got the step as well here. Of course, you press this out. We got the step here to bring out and make it easier for you to get into the bed. Now, of course, guys, here coming to the back of this F-150, there's no type of protection or anything like that. This does have the Pro Power, the 2 kilowatt Pro Power that you can put on these things, which is really cool. Obviously, you got a lot of power. You can have a couple of outlets there with some lights there. You can plug in all your heavy duty stuff there, as you can see. So it's really cool. Of course, we got a window there. We also got a camera for the bed as well. So as you see, some dust got put into this one. It has been windy this past few days. So, but also, guys, I don't have to put my hands up to put this bed. All we have to do is just double click on this bed and the bed automatically comes up, which is really cool. Obviously, you don't have to even touch this thing anymore. Awesome little feature that this King Ranch comes with. I believe you can put around 2,000 pounds of payload capacity. I'll put those numbers up on the screen, guys. And usually around 10, usually probably got about 10 or 11,000 pounds of towing. I'll put all those numbers exact, guys, on the screen for you guys as well. Because obviously a lot of the towing depends on the package and depends on the model and all kinds of things as well. All right, guys, before we go on, let's take a quick look at this sticker of this F-150. I don't know if the glare is gonna make it look pretty a little bit glary or not. If you can see that, the camera will capture. But as you can see, guys, here we have a 2022 F-150 4x2. This is a 4x2 model with the 5-liter engine. Now this is not the basically the equipment group 601A, which is the King Ranch package. Obviously that's just under $5,000. Now this one here, guys, was optioned off by a customer. Unfortunately, it was a special order, but of course the sale did not go through. So it's a special order. It's got no sunroof as well, no 4x4, and basically the 5-liter engine. Now most of the time these King Ranches come with a 3.5-liter EcoBoost engine or the 3.5-liter hybrid engine as well. So it's kind of unique to see a King Ranch with a V8, but I'm glad this is kind of the base engine. And usually sometimes people don't order, but this is a great engine overall. Now continuing, guys, here of course we got the optional equipment. We got basically the 331 electronic locking rear axle for 420, King Ranch chrome package, which is 2205. We have basically the Ford Copilot 360 Active 2.0 for just under $2,000, and does that include the Blue Cruise system. We also have, as I mentioned, the Pro Power on board with 2 kilowatts, just under $1,000 for $995. We got the interior work surface, which is awesome, $195 for that. Auto start removal, you get $50 in credit. You got the trailer tow package for $1325, excuse me. King Ranch mono paint package, no charge. We got active park assist removal for a credit for $365. You got the 360-degree camera package for $765, and also a 300 credit removal for multi-contour seat removal, which is kind of interesting to see that you can remove those seats as well, but that's part of the thing you can do. So for a grand total, guys, of $73,025. Bartow Ford as well, in the meantime, does have a little bit of a market adjustment on this one for $2,000, so you're looking at a $75,000 F-150. Let's go ahead and pop the hood of this F-150 King Ranch. Now, as you can see, guys, here we have the 5-liter normally aspirated V8, which is an awesome power plant. This has got 400 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. Of course, driving just the rear wheels on this King Ranch, and of course this is going through a 10-speed automatic transmission. Of course, the other engines you can get, of course, you got the 3.5-liter EcoBoost engines. One's hybrid, one's normal, basically just turbo, and of course we got the 2.7-liter V6 as well. That's an EcoBoost motor as well. Everything ranging from anywhere from 325 horsepower all the way up to the 423 of the hybrid 3.5-liter V6, and up to way over 500 pound-feet of torque. Now this one here, guys, it's not a ton of power, not as torque heavy as the EcoBoost engines, but this is still, of course, this is producing the right engine noises if you're a car enthusiast or an enthusiast of, you know, the V8 engine, which I am as well. So I love this V8 engine. It's got plenty of power for every day. It doesn't really lack much behind on power in terms of the EcoBoost engines, but of course it's going to waste a little more gas, and so that's not as efficient as the EcoBoost engines if you're going to be flooring it all the time, especially in a normally aspirated V8, which has to be revved higher to produce a little more power. So, but there we go, guys. Clean engine bay. Obviously, it's a brand new truck. Really cool the way it is in here as well. So, and of course, well, we got the Ford Raptor R with that supercharged V8 engine producing 700 horsepower. So I can't wait to get me hand the wheel of one of those. So, but all right, let's continue and just drop the hood of this King Ranch model and go out for a drive. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the interior of this special King Ranch model. So if you can see, guys, this is the special interior. This is called Del Rio leather, which is a special leather that comes from the King Ranch of Texas here, which is part of the unique of this King Ranch model. It's really cool the way it is. Kind of like a darkish brown, kind of light tan or dark tannish kind of colors, which are really cool. Of course, you see the logos of the King Ranch all around there, which is really unique interior. Obviously, guys, you can see, guys, really soft materials, really soft leather. Of course, we got some aluminum or brushed aluminum trim. That's part of this package. A bit of copper stitching, as you can see, really cool. Now, just going back to the regular Ford stuff, we got a lot of space to store stuff here, as you can see, and also we got an aluminum grill speaker here for this Bang & Olufsen system that this Ford F-150 has, which we'll talk about in just a few moments. But really cool, guys. Of course, we got those deploying running boards, and then the interior is really cool, as you can see, guys. Now, of course, there's no sunroof on this one, but we have some speakers here on the top as part of that 18 speaker system that this one has. Down here we got AC outlets. We got a 3-prong basically outlets, USB connections, 12-volt, and of course heated seats here in the back as well for the seats. Now, let's go ahead, guys, and get in and just use this little handle. So lots of room in this F-150, as you can see, guys. I'm about 5'11", got plenty of room, plenty of headroom as well. And I just love this interior. It's really cool the way this is. Obviously not for everybody, but I found this is a very unique interior, and it smells really good as well. So just coming in, guys, of course you got a center armrest here, as you can see, for put your drinks and to rest your elbows. And of course here we got a rear window that opens up as well. So we got, of course, a little headrest is there, as you can see. Really nice interior, very unique, very elegant looking and feeling, and this leather just feels fantastic as well. So these seats are heated, if I didn't mention that before as well. And of course you got everything here as well, extra cup holders. As you can see, guys, I got my bottled water here and all the connections there for your accessories and connecting and charging your phone. So over here, guys, we have, of course, a 12-inch screen here. That's part of the entertainment of this Ford system, and of course all the cockpit and everything that's really cool. So but really unique as well. As you can see, guys, the headliner as well is kind of like a dark brownish color as well, so it's really cool, not dark or black in color. So it's very unique of this interiors of this King Ranch model. So as you can see, this is what makes it unique, and this is real wood as well. This is not fake wood, this is real wood that they use. I'll put the name on the wood. I just missed it, I just lost the name, but I'll put that on the screen for you guys of what the wood that they use in this King Ranch models are. So awesome material, guys. Let's go ahead, guys, and get to the front. All right, let's go ahead, guys, and go to the driver's side of this F-150 King Ranch. Now, as you can see, guys, very unique. The door opens quite wide. Of course, we got all the same Del Rio leather here on the top. Of course, that copper stitching. And as you can see, guys, we do have that aluminum, kind of a brownish or really nice, unique aluminum here with the King Ranch logo embroidered into it. It's really cool. It's kind of like a bronze color, which is really cool. I really love that color. Of course, all the expected binnacles and stuff to put all your stuff here. Of course, we got controls for your windows, your mirrors, and of course we got also the power seats, and of course we got memory seats as well here for this 12 power adjustable waist seats. Of course, as we got the running board here, we got a scuff plate here that says King Ranch as well, which is really awesome. And of course, all the interior here, of course, is like a dark special dark brown of the King Ranch model coming up here as well, guys. Of course, you got the American flag here, which is a very unique little decal and little detail that Ford puts into it. Now, as you can see, guys, here on the top of the AC vents, we get that kind of brushed feeling of that aluminum, which is really cool the way it is. It looks like it's crushed up, but it's actually the way it is. It's really nice. And of course, we got some of the stitching here that's in the same W pattern here, and of course, they use that real wood here as well. I'm sure it's kind of thin, but it is real wood what Ford uses. So obviously, we got a hand over here to grab inside. Of course, you got all the uniqueness of the Ford interior, which is what basically make this King Ranch specials here really cool the way these interiors are. Of course, we got all the same oil controls as the F-150s that I reviewed before. And of course, this is the only thing about this one here, guys. I really love the seats here. Of course, we got the King Ranch logo here, as you can see. We do have some speakers also involved into the seats as well of this 18 speaker Bang & Olufsen system. And here we got the workbench here. I didn't put this down here, but you can definitely bring this up, guys, here and put that down. We'll put it up in just a few moments, but wanted to show you guys what that is there. Of course, really nice leather here as well with that King Ranch logo here too. And really nice, guys. Let's go ahead, guys, and jump into this King Ranch. We're already inside of this King Ranch's interior, guys. You can see, guys, really like the way this interior is done. Of course, all the dash lights really nice. We got some more of that brushed aluminum here, also running the screen here, of course, going all the way across here. Of course, we got also your upper glove box here. We got your lower glove box here as well for this F-150. It's really nice, everything what it is. We got, of course, the Bang & Olufsen system. We got another speaker here, guys. A little more cubicle to put stuff here. Of course, we got speakers all around this place as well. We got a sunglass holder here, as you can see, and lights as well here for the front passengers. Now, let's go ahead, guys, before we move on, let's go ahead and get this F-150 started. Let's go ahead and press the start engine stop here and press our brake and get all this graphics. And let's go ahead, guys, and straighten out this wheel. So I show you guys, we got all the 4 screens coming up, all the things starting up. Let's drop that volume here a little bit. Now the steering wheel is adjustable automatically. As you can see, guys, you can take it out here automatically via the button here on the side, which is really cool. Now going back to the steering wheel, feels a lot thicker, really nice and thick steering wheel, nice feeling leather. And of course we got the King Wrench logo here as well, with a little more wood here and aluminum, which is awesome detail that Ford put on this thing. Of course, all this control, your cruise control, and all your controls here of the center screen here. This is a 12-inch screen here, guys, at the top up here. And of course we got, no, excuse me, this is a 10-inch screen here, guys, that we have here. It's all full digital. And of course we got the 12-inch screen here in the center console, so your basically your system. So but before we go, let's go ahead, guys, and close the door. But before we do, look at that King Wrench model, which is really cool. Let's go ahead, guys, and hear that V8. Oof, that sounds nice, really nice hearing. I love to hear that 5-liter V8. So all right, so go ahead, guys, and close the door. And I'm gonna go ahead and put on my seatbelt. If you hear a noise, guys, right now that's gonna be happening. It's basically the running boards deploying back into the bodies. Sorry, guys, just doing a quick review on this one. Of course, we reviewed this much of this interior before. Of course, we got the 12-inch screen here. We got navigation, all kinds of things that's included with this package here. All of it is really cool. Now, what's unique about this F-150 King Wrench is this option up with the 18-speaker Bang & Olufsen system, which sounds fantastic. Wow, that sounds fantastic, man. The bass just hits perfect. Really, really awesome stereo system. Of course, guys, we got cameras here as well. We got a 360-degree camera. As you can see, guys, this was optioned off with this. It's got, of course, Ford's Bluetooth integrated, basically fun safety system here. Of course, we got more navigation here. We got hatches, and we have, of course, your parking sensors off here, your traction control off here. Going back to the camera, guys, let's go ahead and check out the rear. Of course, here we got a front camera. We can go all kinds of angles here, as you can see. We also have a camera here for the rear bed. It's really cool. So all kinds of cameras. That's just normal stuff of what every, basically a 360-degree camera system included in this F-150s have. Now, of course, we got the Pro Trailer package here that you can tow with the trailer. And of course, we also got driving modes as well. So we are basically in normal. Let's go ahead, guys, and we're not in slippery. We got basically trail. Obviously, this is not a 4x4 button, but let's go ahead and we can put it in sports, not in tow and haul, not in eco, but in sports. So we're gonna leave the sport, guys, since we are a sports channel. Now, of course, guys, here coming around here, of course, we got all the brake trailer controls here. We got, of course, the drive modes. We got dual zone AC, and a third one here in the back. We got heated and cool seats. The cool seats are feeling awesome. Of course, this is you can put this back up here. You can see, guys, we got another little door here with a nice feeling aluminum. Another bit of the logo here for the King Wrench. We got wireless charging pad here, 2 USB connections, and of course your cup holders. Now, of course, guys, if we put this down here, as you can see, wasn't set right, guys. So all right, that goes down, guys, and we can go ahead and bring this basically workbench. Basically what it is, this comes all flat here, as you can see, guys. So you can put here to have lunch, your computer, whatever you have to do. This is our we want to write something here or some type of computer here. This is an awesome place to do it. Obviously you can't put it permanently, but because obviously you gotta bring your basically your little gear changer up. But really cool feature that this F-150 has. Of course, here you got the established in 1853, the logo here from the King Wrench in Kingsville, Texas, if I'm correct. Let's go ahead and put our, it's a little bit noisy, but I don't know if it's just a letter or something like that, but obviously that's what it is, guys. So just putting this up here, guys. Here, of course, we got some more room for a lot of stuff here. We got a couple more USB connections here as well. Little tray here for all the stuff that you can put on there. So really, really cool, guys. As you can see, we got another 12-volt and then a 3-prong here as well. All kinds of connections, really, really cool. But let's go ahead, guys, and let's go out for a test drive of this F-150 King Wrench with a V8. Now, as I mentioned, guys, this is only a 4x2 model, so it's only a rear-wheel drive model, which in Florida, which will not be bad. So obviously here we don't have any, no snow or anything like that. But obviously if you live up north, this is the first one I kind of see, King Wrench with no 4x4 system. This is basically a rear-wheel drive model. So, all right, let's go ahead, guys, and pop this into drive. Now we're going to go back. Now, as you can see, guys, you can actually have the whole screen as a reverse, and of course you got that all the directory lines, and you can see you got all the 360-degree cameras, and of course there's sensors. Now this is a very low sidewalk here, so it's not going to really detect it a little bit, but it does have that integration, guys, which is really cool as well. So all right, guys, let's go ahead, guys, and let's go out for a drive. And let's go ahead, guys, and do a quick U-turn to check out the turning radius. Nobody here behind us here. And yeah, it's a pretty big, obviously an F-150, they're long, so it takes a little bit to give a big U-turn here, but not bad in terms overall. Now, as you guys saw, of course, I did a review of that Ford E-Transit, which is kind of the same turning radius as this F-150 as I mentioned. But this is really nice. I mean, this F-150 feels fantastic. Really nice feeling that the screen is very crisp, this 10-inch screen here, and of course this one here as well. So I really love the screen. This thing is one of the best ones that Ford has, especially in the F-150s. Even the Ford Expedition has this as well. So, but really awesome trucks, guys. Let's go ahead, guys, and go out for this drive and check out the V8. Go ahead and go out this way. So this V8, you know, it's got plenty of power, this V8. And of course, if we do a little bit of braking here, of course, you get a bit of a curve here. Now, this is by no way a handling car, a handling truck, but it doesn't feel bad at all. But this V8 has, it's got really nice torque. Obviously, it's not as torquey as the EcoBoost engines, but it does sound, I mean, the sound is a V8. I mean, that's no replacement for the V8 sound. It sounds fantastic. So that's what a lot of people prefer. And I guess it's what the gentleman who, or the lady who ordered this F-150 King Ranch wanted to have the V8. So, my kudos to them for doing that. Obviously, this is the base engine that comes with this King Ranch as well. So you have to option off the 3.5 liter EcoBoost engine. So that's basically the option. But now remember, guys, as I mentioned in my video, some people get upset that I kind of misleading. But the 2023 Ford Tremor is going to have this V8 as a basically a standard engine instead of the 3.5 liter V6 or the EcoBoost engine. So that's basically what's going on with the for 2022. There are some changes to the trims and colors, but of course they're offering the V8 now standard on the Tremor model of this of F-150, so which is really cool. People wanted to have that V8, so but yeah, let's go ahead, guys. I'm gonna just test the brakes out. The brakes have a good feeling here. They have really nice feeling of the brakes. The pads much better. I just got off of a Suburban, and the brakes just don't feel very confident. This one does have good brakes. And here we go in the V8, guys. Not full off the way, but it's a brand new truck. But it does have some good pickup power, as you can see, and that sound is fantastic. So the sound is a V8 is just, there's no replacement for this over a V6. Even if it's turbo, even if it's got a good exhaust in it, there's no replacement for the V8 noise. So this is a good engine. Obviously, it's not going to be as fuel efficient because obviously you have to rev it up to get that power out of it, but it's worth revving it to hear that V8. That's what it's basically the V8s are for, unless you twin turbocharge a V8, of course. But it doesn't handle bad at all. I mean, it's a big truck, but it's got good handling. And of course, we're in sport mode. This is going to go ahead and feel really good. Transmission is very smooth. Obviously, the ride it's choppy a little bit. It is smooth in turns, but it's a little bit bouncy at the same time. Once the road gets very nice and the road smooths out, it gets better. But it is a little bit bouncy. It is a little bit jumpy. Of course, this doesn't have any 4x4, any off-road tuned shocks, which I think will help out. This is just a regular base suspension, but it does not feel bad. I mean, it's got a very nice feeling. It does have a little bit of bounciness to it, but overall, not uncomfortable at all. Maybe give it a little bit of gas here. Yeah, it does go. It does definitely go, guys. I want to push this brand new engine to it. Obviously, this is a borrowed truck, but it's a really nice truck. I mean, obviously, it handles and it goes very well. Love this instrumentation. It's a little bit dirty there on the glass, but fantastic F-150, guys. V8 is really nice. I mean, this is going to be the V8 now in the Tremor, which is going to be great for off-roading. So as you can see, guys, we got still some trees down now. Some of the water, the flooding here that we had when Hurricane Ian came in, it was just kind of receding now, as you can see. There's a little river here there we go. The river flooded and it went through all of this stuff here. So as you can see, the water is kind of receding, guys. So that's why I apologize. I haven't put a lot of videos out. So recently I was on a trip, and then of course before that we had Hurricane Ian come in, as you can see, all the flooding then. And before that I got COVID, and unfortunately I was sick for about a week and a half. I was trying to recover, and then the hurricane came in. So it hasn't been a great past month and a half. So, but here we go, guys. Want to give you a quick review of this 2022 F-150 King Ranch. Obviously, this thing is going to be kind of the carryover to the 2022. As I mentioned, most of the stuff is just some packages and some colors and stuff like that. Some different engine choices, but basically it's all staying the same. Of course, I love to get behind the wheel of a Ford Raptor R with a 5-liter supercharged V8. That's going to be one of the things I would love to see if I can get one. It's going to be tough to get one unless it's basically a press car. But we'll see what we can do, guys, in terms of finding a F-150. But this thing is very jumpy. This engine is great, as you can see, guys, here. Let's give it just a little bit of a Yeah, on sport mode it goes. So it's got a really nice torque, and you can just hear that V8. Yeah, it's really got plenty of power for every day. It goes really nice. I'm not completely flooring it because this is a brand new engine, but it goes well. Sounds fantastic, and just this is so awesome. So yeah, the EcoBoost V6 got a little more torque down low, but if you're willing to give up that torque for this engine noise, then of course this is your engine for you. So I did find the suspension to be better in the Tremor, the one I drove so recently. This regular suspension on the 4x2 model is just a little bit bouncier for me. To me, I don't know, it just doesn't seem to be as stable or as grounded as the 4x4 off-road shocks seem to be. So I don't know if anybody notices that difference. Please comment, guys, on the comments to see if you definitely feel the difference between this one, the 4x2 and the 4x4, especially with the off-road tuned shocks. I do definitely feel the difference as well. So, but let me know what you guys think, guys. If you're liking this type of content, please subscribe, support the channel, guys. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers, so I really appreciate and really every one of you guys who subscribe. Trying to get better, know more knowledge, of course, talk better, and that's easy to do, as everybody thinks it's easy just to talk about any car or get all the knowledge. Sometimes it's not easy when you have the camera on and trying to get everything point on. So not as easy as everybody thinks it is. But thank you guys so much for sticking with me and watching and subscribing, and I'm hoping just things get better and get better cars, and hope you guys enjoying this point of view of driving and reviewing a car. So really love the way all this aluminum is, all this really unique what Ford does with this King Ranches. So yes, guys, that King Ranch, what I've learned is I think the King Ranch comes from the biggest cattle ranch I think in the US. I might be wrong on that, but I'll correct it in the video, guys. It's one of the biggest cattle ranches in Texas called King Ranch. I think it's in Kinsville, Texas. So hello to everybody out there who does this. Ford doesn't own it. Basically, they have a license to basically use the materials. And now, of course, if you go to that King Ranch out there in Kingsville, Texas, this is basically all the ranch colors of the furniture, the way the colors of the ranch. This is all the uniqueness that they have in terms of what this kind of more of I would say earth color materials they use for this F-150 King Ranch. So really cool. I really like it. I'm a huge crazy fan of the dark brown in terms of everything, but I really like the way the Ford puts it together in terms of all the color combinations, the aluminums. It really works in this type of model, so I really like the way this is done. So there's a little higher price option, but I think some people love it. I really like it. I wouldn't mind having something like this, and especially with this antimatter blue goes really well in terms of how this color looks, and interior wise as well. Very unique, very smooth engine, very smooth transmission. Sounds fantastic. I'm barely touching the pedal, and we're easily up to speed, very easily. So it's a really cool truck. I really like it, and I just can't wait. I mean, basically my dream truck of one of these will be of course, a T-Rex. Will be awesome, but I'm kind of liking more the Raptor R. So especially in this same color as this antimatter blue, with the 37s. That looks good, so good. So all right, so we're coming into the conclusion of this F-150 King Ranch. Just wanted to give you, of course, I hope you find interested in some information on this King Ranches. Now, very unique the way this one is spec'd out, but I like it. It's really cool. You don't need much more than this. Of course, I wish we had the sunroof, gives you a little more lighting, especially with all this dark colored leather here. But it's really cool the way this is. This has all the amenities, all the features, cooled and heated seats, all great things that F-150 gives you. So, and they drive really well. Very easy to drive. I know some people are kind of intimidated of this kind of a big trucks, but this thing runs really nice. So just going back and reversing here, as you can see, guys, very easily, great graphics, lots of 360-degree cameras, and coming here to a stop. So there we go, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this F-150 King Ranch. Really awesome color. And of course, as soon as we get an 2023 F-150 coming, I'll definitely be one of the first ones to get my hands on and drive one. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here with me. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Support the channel. You guys have a fantastic day, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.